Hello everyone, my name is Mark Kroner and I'm a wellness coordinator. I want to show you an accelerated class of a typical class that I teach my seniors as a way of demonstrating the services that I offer each and every day to the seniors. We're going to begin by using the TheraBand, but before we even get to the TheraBand, I begin all my classes with breathing and loosening and stretching. We begin by taking a nice deep breath and reaching up, breathing through the nose, and then blowing it out. And we take 3 of these deep breaths together. And again, it allows them to stretch loosely and to oxygenate their bodies. Then we work down the body. We continue by stretching out our neck. We turn it from side to side. Normally we hold it for about 5 seconds. And we do that twice. I then go by looking up to the ceiling and then looking down to the floor, stretching out the neck forward and back. And then finally we do shoulder shrugs to help take away some of the tension and start working our way down the body. As we continue to loosen up, we will cross our arms, sit up nice and straight in our chairs, and turn from side to side. And then typically the last piece of warm-up is we hold our hands out and we do leg lifts, warming up our legs and getting the circulation going through the body. After we've completed our warm-up, we then begin by using our TheraBand. And typically, one of the first exercises I begin with is what I call a punch. We hold the TheraBand, and we have all different thicknesses based on the senior's mobility and strength. And we simply punch out, and some of the more advanced users will come across and get a little bit of shoulder rotation in this particular movement. And all of our sets are normally 15 to 20, and we go forward 15 and back 15, so the senior gets approximately 30 punches in using this particular technique. From there, what I usually do is I alternate between the arms and the legs. So after doing an arm exercise, I would then move on to the lower body. And one of the typical ones that we do are leg kickouts. Typically, we wrap my hands around the band one time, and we kick out, leading with the heel. And then I encourage them to try to bring that knee back into their stomach as far as they can. And we do, again, 15 to 20 of these, and we switch legs. From there, we go back up to the arms, and then we'll go to a chest pull, and I encourage them to hold the band approximately shoulder width apart, and they pull out. And once again, we'll do a couple sets of these. Moving back to the lower body, I like this one. You basically tie it around the legs, just above the knees, kind of tie it, and you squeeze in the middle to hold the band from opening. And then they push out and in. This is a great exercise for the glutes as well as the inners and outers of the legs. So again, another leg exercise. Some other exercises that we do with the band are tricep stretches and pulls, where we hold one end down, we pull up, and we come down, and we pull up and down, and we switch arms and we do the other side. Another area of the body that I find that gets very weak in the seniors is the rotor cuff, and so we have an exercise where we bring it around our back, we cross it over as such, keep the elbows in tight, and you move the arm out and in, out and in. This movement, very slow controlled movement, helps strengthen the rotor cuff. I really try to put a lot of focus on exercising the shoulders, and because that's an area that gets very weak, and I want the goal here is to make the seniors more independent so that they can take their clothes off, they can brush their teeth, and use their arms, which gets very weak. Also, the other focus is the legs. Obviously, we want to make sure that we keep the legs strong and help them keep their balance, because one of the biggest fears they have is falling. Another thing that we do to help with that is what's called balance and stretch. I'll have the senior stand up, and either they'll stand behind their walker and lock it into place, or they'll use the chair either in front of them or behind them for balance. Some of the exercises that we use are they'll balance themselves on the chair, they'll hold themselves up on one leg for like approximately 5 seconds, and then they'll set it down, and then they'll alternate legs. Another movement that we'll use is a lunge, where again they stand next to the chair, they lunge forward, and they come back. Lunge forward and come back. Some other exercises that we do for the legs are to help strengthen their body is, again, they hold on to the chair and we do a 4-count ankle raise. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we do approximately 10 of those. And we also do the opposite, where we bring our toes up for 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down for 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we are very much exercising the ankles, the legs, the calves, where we're trying to get them some mobility by balancing on one leg to another. Again, trying to give them confidence and also train their body on both lateral and forward movements to help them with their balance. One of the final exercises that I do with the TheraBand is we wrap it again underneath the legs. I like this one, it's one of my favorites. It's very challenging. And they basically pull up and back down. Now I'm using one of the thickest bands that we have, which is a light gray. Most of the seniors will use the green or blue, which are much thinner. I like this because it engages my core as well as my arms and my shoulders. Now this is a very short demonstration of exercising using the TheraBand, as well as some brief exercises with standing. We also focus quite a bit on the roller joints, so we will have them put their legs out in front of them and roll their ankles, both in one direction as well as the other direction. Another fun exercise that they really enjoy are drawing letters of the alphabet with their legs, which very much strengthens the leg and the hip flexor. So they'll hold their legs up and they'll draw a letter A, and then a B. And we'll go through the alphabet doing half with one leg and the other half with the other. Finally, we do have hand weights. Typically they'll use anywhere from 1 to 3 pounds. And we'll do a whole set of bicep curls as well as overheads, again, to help strengthen the rotor cuff and the shoulders. I just wanted to give you a brief demonstration of some of the exercises that I do with seniors, and hope and look forward to an opportunity that I may be able to assist you in your organization. Thank you for taking the time and watching this video.